Hello dear friends. So last time, few days ago, we had made a tour of the rubber plantation, and Father Sibi had given us the explanation about how rubber plantation is done. But that day, unfortunately, the tappers had not come. And today we will actually see how rubber is or trees are tapped. And here we are once again here in this forest. As you can see, this is the great forest, rubber forest plantation, and here are the people. Here is a gentleman who is going to tap. You can see he is already starting his work. So this is how he is going to now. He is now removing the other this thing, and you see already the milk has started flowing. You can see, say he has just begun and the milk is already flowing. And according to Father Sibi, he had said that this pot, which is now empty, will take about 3 hours to fill. So, but it goes so quickly, it looks such fine work. And he is Mr. Perena?
Joby.
Mr. Joby, who is supposed to be an expert. And Father Sibi was telling me that people from the north who have come here to work, they have tried to learn this art, but they have not really succeeded in learning, because this is a very fine skill. And so here he is doing for another plant. So he has just removed this thing from the other pot, and now he is doing this with his kind of knife, and he has just removed a very fine layer of the skin of the tree, and you see once again it starts flowing, the milk starts flowing. So this is how actually this is done. This plantation here has about 600 trees, as Father Sibi told me. And now you can see once again here he is removing the old, he is removing the old rubber which he had done the other day, and little bit of water is left there, or liquid is left there, and now he is doing again his master's art. It's a kind of a knife, but it's not exactly a knife, and he taps. This is really rubber tapping. Have you ever realized, dear friends, that rubber is made like this from the milk, and now it starts flowing? You see, this is a real rubber coming out in the form of milk, but it's also called latex. So it is going like this. Now he is going to the next tree, and I follow him. He goes very quickly because they have to do so many trees. So they remove the old layer of rubber, they don't waste it, and then now he cuts that again with his fine knife, and it is once again producing milk. Oh, you see now this, it already has some and it is coming out. So Father Sibi, I will ask you some questions, because now here the audiences have seen the process of milking, and this one I just wanted to know, for example, how much does it cost to for a person to tap? How much is the wages for him, and how do you
For him,
pay
we
them?
have to pay for one tree 3 rupees.
Okay,
Indian currency 3 rupees.
3 rupees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then for cutting and removing that one, selling everything together, we have
Yeah.
to pay him per tree, three rupees.
Yeah, but there is another system that you follow, no?
Yeah, another system is there
Yeah.
that if we are selling it for altogether, if we are selling it for example, like 10,000 rupees, 5,000 for him, 5,000 for us.
Okay, okay,
So
okay,
then when we put the manure, he will also give the share, we will also put our share.
okay.
So both of us work together
Yeah.
and bring it up.
Okay, okay, great. So, dear friends, as you see, this is a great plantation. Father Sibi had told me that there are about 600 trees in this plantation, which belongs to the missionaries of compassion who run a naturopathy hospital here nearby. And this is a wonderful thing about it. You see, the hospital is here. There you can see the hospital, and just next to the hospital or adjacent to the hospital is this rubber forest or plantation. So, actually the naturopathy hospital is placed right in the lap of nature, as it were. One could say that it is in the really in the middle of nature. So, the therapy is not taking place somewhere in the middle of the city. It is actually taking place here in the midst of this rubber plantation. Isn't that wonderful and beautiful? So, as I had said the other day, here are the pots. This is an old one. Today he is not tapping this, but I showed you already earlier the various trees that he had tapped, and these are the ones which have been tapped, as you can see nearby. Tomorrow he will come and remove this one from here, the top, and a small layer of rubber will be also there. He will remove that, and will milk will start falling into this. He will first empty this one and then allow the others. So, each tree is very precious, as Father Sibi told us, and personally I love this place, basically Kerala, which is known as the God's own country, because it has lush green forest. But this is not just a wild forest with trees growing wildly. These are planted trees of rubber in line. As you can see, these are all in a proper line and straight. You can see it either line in that way, or you can see another line in this way. This is also another line. So, they are planted in order and they produce rubber. Of course, fathers also use this rubber plantation to support the work in that hospital, which you can see behind in the forest, and they sometimes have to treat poor people who cannot afford to pay for their treatment. And so, Father Sibi was telling me that often they also do it free of charge. That is where the compassion, they are missionaries of compassion, and the compassion that Jesus showed to the people, poor people, they also share that kind of compassion with the people who are in need, showing us an example that yes, when we treat people in compassion and love, then certainly the Lord also makes His own compassion visible also in our own life. So, I would like to close this second part of the rubber plantation and how rubber is tapped, but also in the lap of nature, creation of God, and we can always feel the presence of God in the middle of this plantation. I wish you all the very best, and if you like, you may please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.